We are live. We are live. We are live. How's everybody going tonight?
Doing good, man. A little
Awesome.
chilly in
Awesome.
Dallas Fort Worth today, but it's good. It's good.
Yeah. That's what's up,
Uh,
man. Y'all did an evening hunt today and it got warm down here today. It was like 71, 72.
oh, okay.
But when you get in the woods, it's just like on the water. It's different, And even though it was kind of warm, when that sun starts setting down, that temperature changes really, really quick.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like fishing. If you get out there early morning, you got to get layered up, because especially down here. I don't know about up there. Up there it warms up a little bit too, but
Yeah.
down here, man, it gets hot sometimes. Even though
Yeah.
it starts off in the low 50s or high 40s, we jump up sometimes 25, 30 degrees.
Right. Right.
So I've always did it in layers.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, sir. So I know me and you just have talked about this and talked about this. You hadn't been on the water in what, a few weeks,
Yep. Yep.
couple weeks,
Yep.
no, a couple weeks, I believe.
Yeah. I'm getting off. Getting there. Almost at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah, man. I wish you could show that step, man. That's
Yeah.
pretty daggone cool
Yeah. Yeah.
what you did
Yep.
with that
Yep.
front deck extension.
Yep. Yeah. I'll do a once I get the carpet done tomorrow. I'll do a video.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. Super Dave is in the house. This is the man dropping all the
Yeah.
links over
Super
there. Any of you
Dave. Did you get your
guys
package,
want?
Super Dave? You should have got it by now.
Yeah, I hadn't mailed mines out
Yeah, I
yet.
think it's
Yeah.
Friday I mailed it.
Yeah, I got a hat to mail out, and I got some jigs I need to mail out. Sid, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Sid,
There's Slick. What's happening, Slick?
the Mississippi slab's probably getting pretty big about now.
Yeah, got
Hey, Slick,
Squiddos with us already.
what's happening?
Fred's in the
Hey,
house.
Fred.
Yeah, buddy. I tell you what, man. I've been getting out there and been having to work for them.
Yeah,
Been having to work for them, but we've still been ending up with some really nice sacks.
right.
I had some guys from Alabama the other day, and they were brand new to. Well, one of the guys, but basically both brand new to Livescope, and man, them guys enjoyed themselves so much. It was unreal.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
cool, man.
and,
Especially
and
when you're
and
on some fish. That's the good
well,
times.
th- th- I always tell people that when you're learning, is best that the bite be off,
Right,
because you learn how to find fish. I mean, anybody can go out there and drop down and see their jig on live scope and catch
right,
fish. But if you're just getting into live scoping, you want to know how to find a fish.
right,
And those guys got a really, really good taste of that. They caught some awesome fish, caught some good fish, and still ended up with a good sack. And I tell people that all the time. If you want to learn to catch fish and find fish and catch them, Lake Houston, man, it's rare that you get on that lake and get on a spot and catch a limit. It is rare,
hmm,
very rare. And learning to search them out is the deal. You know, I have people all the time say, "Well, we want to learn some spots," and by the time we're done with the trip, I'm like, "Okay, did you learn any spots?" Yeah, we learned some spots, but they are interested in even though they say spots, if you got live scope, the whole lake is your spot,
right.
because these fish move. They got fins. They
Yep,
don't. They don't. They're not like us, to where we buy a house and we're there. If we're at home, we're at home.
right,
A crappie is not like that. That whole lake belongs to that fish. So you want to learn how to get out there and find those fish.
right,
And the technique of dropping down there, seeing their reaction, knowing when it's time to make some changes, knowing when it's time to move on, even just moving on. And I get clients all the time say, "Oh, let me drop on them one more time." And if your chances of catching that fish after that first interaction decreases drastically. And from what I've seen, I hunt the active fish, and the active fish are the ones that you want to spend time getting in the boat.
Right.
What's going on, Danny? Got
Hey,
Hutch?
Danny. Hutch, what's up?
There's Abe. What's going on, my man? Where you been?
Hey, what's happening?
There's Jeep Fish back with us. Crappie
Cheap
setting. What's
fish.
going on, my man?
Crappie sitting. What's up?
Cornell Hopper. What's happening, brother?
Cornell, what's happening, man?
There's Jeff. What's going
Jeff,
on,
what's up?
Jeff? Fishing
Fishing
14.
14.
Yes, sir. Mickey D's.
Mickey D's.
Super Dave says, got my hat and
Oh,
132nd
cool.
jigs Monday. Can't wait to
Sweet,
use them.
man.
Speaking of which, I did a trip to Conroe the other day, yesterday. Today is, yesterday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
And the guy had already had that gray ghost tied on.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool.
Yeah, buddy. I was glad that he
Yep.
got the 1/16 because, the lighter the jig head, it becomes really, really tough to get a 30-second or lighter jig head in brush,
Right,
because once it touched that the hook, the point of that hook, all it has to do is touch a limb or something, and it
right,
is really hard to get it out of there. So he had got some 1/16 and some 1/32,
right,
and he had a 1/32 turn. 1/16 tied on, and he got a good dose of. I've been doing all these reports talking about the fish being in or under the structure,
right.
and next time I get out there and see that, I'm gonna take some pictures of my screen. I need to do another video just to show people. And
Right.
he was like, "Man, I can't believe that those fish are up under the structure. It seemed like they would be on top of us, man. It's been this way down here for months." And when I tell you they're up under it, that's what I mean. And it's so important. Back when a year or so ago, there were so many people running their units super hot. Structure, the fish in the structure were the same color, but I've always had my unit dialed down to where the fish were bright, and but you can still see the structure, but it's not as bright as the fish. And that is so important when those fish get deep in that structure or up under it, that you can still look down there and see them and know
Right.
how to target them. But TMT fishing, what's going on, my
TMT,
man?
what's happening?
There's Murdoch. What's up, brother?
Murdoch, what's up?
Craig, been a long time. There you go. Glad to have you back, brother.
Craig, what's happening?
There's Louisiana Devon in the house. What's
Hey,
happening, my
Devon, what's
man?
happening, man?
Craig, do you guys fish any creeks? Yes, sir, we
Craig,
do.
yep. I'll be fishing a creek real soon. That's my next trip is in a creek. Target
Yep.
about 11 foot of water.
Yes, sir. Steve, what's going on, my man? How can I
Hey,
book a
Steven.
trip with you? Either Lake Houston or Conroe. Super Dave right here. Super Dave is the man. There you go, right there. That's my email address and my business line. Simple, quick, fast, easy process to get on the schedule. Just contact me, and we'll go over a few things and get you on the schedule. And after that, we get out there and swing some slabs.
Yep, yep. Make
That's how that
memories.
works.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Quentin, what's going
Hey,
on, my man?
Quentin.
Devon says he's enjoying that cold weather, and I'm right there with you, brother.
Yep, yep.
There's Slab B. What's going on, my man?
Slide B, what's happening?
Yep. Slick says send him an email. That's what's up.
Yep.
Thank you, Super Dave.
Dave.
Super Dave be on it, man. I'm gonna tell you now. That dude there,
Oh, yeah.
Super Dave be on it, man. He help us out so much. I just I just really wish he was so much closer, man, because
Yeah.
I'd love to fish with him. But Super Dave, you ever get down here to Texas, man, you be sure to let me know. We got to hook up to go do some fishing
Yep.
together.
Yep.
We got to. Daniel,
Hey, Daniel.
how's everybody doing? Crappie biting here in Indiana, 47-degree water temp. I wish we had that water temp down here. Small baits, black chartreuse. There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Love it.
That's what I tied on for my creek trip. Black and
Oh, really?
chartreuse. Yep. That and a gray ghost.
Yeah, that gray has
Yep.
been
And then
really good down here.
plastic on the other rod. I usually bring 3 rods.
Yeah, always best that way.
Yep.
If you have to make a change, just grab
Yep.
another rod.
Long rods, and then I'll keep 3 or 4 short rods
Oh,
for
really?
casting and stuff. In my
Okay,
rod, the short ones stay in the rod locker. The big ones stay on the deck.
okay.
Yep.
So you bring 3 long rods,
Yeah.
or how?
3 long
Okay,
ones. Yeah. And
cool.
probably 3 or 4
You
short
ever
ones.
dock shoot?
Yeah. Yeah. I dock shoot. Yeah.
Okay,
6. I use a 6 and a 7 footer for dock shooting.
okay.
Yeah.
I did it when I fished with catching.
Yeah.
Speaking of catching, I wish I could get that joker back on the show.
Well, I talked to him today. He was at some private pond today catching crappie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Black Smoke Matters. What's going on, my man? Abe says today is Cornell's birthday. Well, happy
Oh,
birthday
happy
to you,
birthday,
brother.
man.
Always good to make that next year.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's I seen a report where a guy posted on the page that he was so surprised that he caught 8 fish off of one brush pile, and it's here. I mean, down here is different. I mean, I can't say but from the reports that I see, a lot of people get on schools of fish. You know, even on Lake Conroe, man, you can pull up and see sometimes 10, 12, 15, 20 fish maybe. But once you catch one or two of them fish, man, them other fish, they sink down to the bottom, they move on, or the ones that stay there, it's so hard to entice them that it's crazy. Murdoch says, got my jig heads, Steve, and wedge heads are my favorite. Don't know what it is about them, but they just seem to produce better.
Cool. Appreciate it, man.
And Super Dave say he agree.
Yep.
J Dub, what's going on, my man? There's Dark Horse.
Dark horse.
Jesse, what's going on, my
Hey,
man?
Jesse.
Check this dude out. What's going on, Angelo?
Angela, what's happening, man?
Good to have you on the show, brother. Thank you for
Yep.
joining us, man. I'm doing great. Hopefully you are also.
Yep.
Jeep Fish says, what's your suggestion for bait profiles this time of year? Muddy water, running about 52 degrees. Had a hard time today.
I wonder where he's
Uh,
fishing.
I'll tell you this, G Fish. I just discussed inactive, well, searching for the active fish. If you made some changes, uh, and sometimes it takes dropping the hair jig down there.
Yep.
I love using plastics because I don't have to retie to change. But I usually have 3 or 4 rods with me, just like Steve mentioned a while ago.
Yep.
But if I don't have, if, run through those rods and have to make a change, I like using plastics. It's just that much quicker. But sometimes you got to tie a hand tie on. But on top of all of that, if you make several changes and just can't get those fish to react or entice them to bite, it's time to move.
Yep.
And the guys that come on the boat with me, or if I'm on their boat and they're getting Livescope training, that's one of the things I tell them, man. See, you can sit there all day trying to entice some fish that's just inactive, and there are times that those fish they'll be right there, and there ain't nothing you gonna do to make them bite. And the best thing to do is just move on and find more fish
Yep.
that are active. Sometimes it requires just going to the next brush pile. Sometimes it requires going to a different area of the lake. But stick and move is the deal. Stick and move keeps you on active fish.
Yep.
Murdoch say he got Friday off, heading to camp after work. tomorrow night. Saturday and Sunday look like a washout, but Friday looks good. I've been off the water way too long.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah. Good luck,
Murdoch, man,
man.
yes, sir. Good to hear that you're getting back out there,
Yep.
brother. There's Roadhog. What's going on, my man?
Roadhog, what's happening, man?
Yes, sir. Mike Jones, what's going on, my man?
What's up, Mike Jones?
Yes, sir. Slap B says, stuck at work all day. I can't enjoy the weather. I'm ready to retire. Uh-oh.
Uh
Let the
oh.
young bucks take up the slack. There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Road Dog said, you the man, man. Dark Horse says, SK got a 10-foot John boat and got on some nice crappie last week. Took them keepers to Lake Crisco. Yes, sir.
Yep.
10-foot John boat. Wow. I had one a while back. It's been a long time ago. All I had was troll motor on it. But I slung a bunch of crappie in the boat. That's pre-Livescope also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a lot of fish in that little boat. Kept me 2 batteries in there. One go dead. I throw the other one on there and get right back on them. Yes, sir. Yeah, I see y'all got see me with my camo on. I'm fresh out the deer stand. I seen several does. Nothing I want to take, and it's not doe season here right now. Didn't see not a one buck. I climbed in my stand at about 2:30. No, 2:35, and there were 5 or 6 pigs up under my feeder at and they left. The last picture I got from my camera was at 2:25. At
Oh man.
2:35, I was in my stand.
Dang.
So they left just before I got there. But I seen probably 7 doe, but didn't get to, didn't get to bring no meat home. Didn't get to bring no meat home. Devon says, and Steve, what would be your second favorite way to fish for crappie? I know vertical is your favorite.
Casting. Yeah, I like casting. I don't do it a lot, so when I do it, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Cool.
Just you have to watch that screen, 30,
I
40 feet.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like carp fishing
Yeah.
for
I
pot
like
just
that
popping
too.
it and
Yeah.
yeah, and it don't require live scope for that. I
Nope.
mean, it's nice to have it so you know you're on
Right.
top of fish, but and the depth and their reaction.
Yeah.
But carp fishing's been, man, I'm gonna tell you, I like carp fishing a lot, even for bluegill.
Yeah, I like
But
bluegill. The casting stuff for bluegill, that's
hmm
fun.
yep,
Yep.
yep. But I like,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just cast and retrieve for those bluegill. That's a lot of fun too
Yeah.
when they,
Yep.
really aggressive. Black Smoke says smoking on some strawberry OG.
Cool.
Huh. Yes, sir. Chris says I'm trying to get my homework done to get out more as I'm getting more comfortable with live scope every trip.
Sweet. Wheeler Lake,
Wheeler Lake in
Alabama.
Alabama. I
Okay.
just had some guys from Alabama on my boat.
Yeah, a
They
lot of
came
black
down here to,
crappie out there.
yeah, came down here to Texas to get on the boat and get some live scope training to
Yep.
target a fish. And the trip yesterday was to help. I did this install on this brand new boat, and he had one of his buddies get on the boat and change some settings. So he didn't like the way it was looking. So he did another trip with me. We took his boat out, and he wanted to keep his jig in the water. And I was like, "You just spent all this money. Let's put your jig down there and catch the fish you want, and not just catch catfish or small
Right.
crappie. We want to put that jig on top of the fish you want head." And that's what's so sweet about live scope that I like about it is because I can pick the fish. It makes it more challenging.
Right.
A lot of people don't like to put in a little work and make it challenging for yourself. And I like doing that. Ronnie, what's going on? Georgia is in the house.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Dark horse. Somebody, that's right. That's what's up. Al Booster's in the house. What's going on, my man?
Oh, Booster, what's happening, man?
Thanks for the questions. Those guys that put
Yep.
those question up. Devon. Uh, who else threw that question up there? Or somebody else put a question up there. I forget who it was. But man, that's what make this show interesting.
Oh yeah.
Kingfish, what's going on, my man?
What's up, Kingfish?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Conroe. I tell you what. Uh, Yesterday Conroe started off nice and hot. Man, we got on top of our first pile and dropped down there, and it was on.
Man.
But we had that moon still in the sky, and I
Yeah.
find that so often is that you have those moons that are up in the into the day. It's either one of two things that can happen. It's going to be a really good bite while that moon is up in the sky, or it can be a tough bite. But it's going to be vice versa. When that moon go down, if you had a really good bite, a strong bite when that moon was up, it's going to slow down drastically. Or if it sometimes it can be that the bite will be slow and it'll pick up when that moon set down. And everybody, I've had people ask me years, do the moon, full moon affect the fish? Yes, it does. But at the same time, if I got time to go fishing, I'm going fishing.
Yep. Exactly.
Black Smoke says if I'm not catching fish, I'm at least catching a buzz. That's funny. Craig,
Hey, Craig.
we're still in a severe drought here in Iowa. My new pond still needs 12 feet of water to be full. Wow.
Man.
Yeah, this weather's been different.
Yep.
That's all I can say about it. It's either you got a bunch of rain or you have it's just to the other extreme, from one extreme to the
Yeah.
next. Chris says I'm having to learn how to move on from fish when they're not biting. Been wasting too much time.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. And especially if you have Livescope. I mean,
Yep.
here's my thing. If you can get them to react, if they will stand up and come up to your bait, they're saying, "Hey, I will eat,
Yep.
but I'm not gonna eat that." So if you are getting a reaction from them, a positive reaction, I'm gonna spend time changing baits, not only colors but sizes, profiles, and action. And I will tell you this: sometimes when those fish are finicky, you put that jig on top of their head and you just leave it there. You don't do nothing. Just leave
Right.
that jig there. And it's like they'll wake up and sometimes they'll just bam dart and hit it. And that's something that you need in your pocket to try. It's a trick that you can catch some fish
Yep.
doing. And I see it. It's not several times, but I see it often. To where you can dead stick that bait right on top of
Yep.
them, and they'll snap out of that little. I want to say that they're asleep, but I think they're asleep with their eyes open. But sometimes that work. Murdoch says folks being scattered all over the country is just a testament to the crappie community. I totally agree. Everybody on here could get together and have a ball,
Yep.
even though we don't know each other.
Yep.
Hey,
Exactly.
a crappie
Yep.
fishermen can meet anywhere,
Yep. One
and they're
common. Yep.
instantly friends.
Yep. It's like a guy at the ramp and you're just pulling your boat in and you start talking to the guy. Next
Yep.
week, man, you're good friends. Now you talk to each other, go fishing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Heck, I had some clients on the boat, and we were talking about just how to how fishermen get to know each other.
Yep.
And I always told them, uh, I told them that I always ask, what fish do you target? And if you get the answer of whatever bites my line, they're not dedicated to crappie.
Right. Right.
But if you get, some people say, "Oh, I love chasing crappie,"
Yeah.
but I'll still catch the catfish. You can still have a good conversation. You can have a good conversation with
Oh yeah.
everybody,
Yep.
but the ones that want to spend their time
Yeah.
catching crappie, those are the guys that I seem to click with.
Yep.
Ronnie says, "Super Dave, hope your day is going good, and thanks for what you do each week." Without a doubt, thank you, Ronnie,
Yep.
and thanks, Super Dave. That guy right there helps us a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mickey D says, lately, the only thing working for me on Conroe and Houston is small hair jigs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Hey, if
one
it's
while.
working, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
tell people. If it's working, it's
If it
better than
ain't
having
broke,
something that ain't broken
yep.
working.
If
Yep.
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
At one while, I was going up to 2-inch baits. Took me 2 1/4 inch. You remember when I was using
Yeah.
those
Yep.
2 1/4?
Yeah.
But it's just I just go off the reaction of the
Yep.
fish.
Exactly.
That's you see it right there on the live
Yep.
scope.
They got to
They'll
eat.
tell
Yep.
they gonna eat.
Yep.
Angelo says, everybody hit the thumbs up. Let's get this video
Yep.
liked. Thank you, Angelo. Appreciate you, buddy. Tim, sometimes it requires going to a different lake.
Yep. Hey, Tim.
Devon, hey, I tell people that all the time. You know, uh, I don't judge. If I drop down and catch a small fish, I don't judge if I'm doing something right, if I got the right bait, if I'm giving it the right. I don't judge it on small fish. A small fish hit anything and knock fire from it.
Yep.
But it's the big fish that I pay
Yep.
real close attention
Right.
to.
Yeah, those small ones will dart out the first
Yeah.
ones.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They're gonna show them big fish that, hey, I'm
Yep.
gonna show y'all how to do
Yep.
do this. Craig says, Steve, did you get your building
Oh
done
yeah,
yet?
I'm in it right now, man. It's done. I still gonna do a few things to it, but it's basically done.
Yeah. Devon says, I hear Kansas is a sleeper state for crappie fishing. Doesn't get the attention like the southern states.
Yeah, Kansas got some big fish. What's that lake up there? Bunch of 3 pounders coming out of there.
Chuck says, hey, y'all, big cold front coming through tomorrow night. Any advice for tomorrow other than stay home? Go
Yeah,
fishing.
go fishing. Yeah, can't be that cold.
Yes, sir. If it's coming through tomorrow night, that means they might feed up
Yep, yep.
before that front. Get out there and get on some. Yes, sir. Oh, Dave says 27 degrees up there.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's
Eric
cold.
went out today. Cold front coming through. Coming tomorrow. Bite was real hard. All crappie, all crappie were moving. Southern
Southern
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oh, okay. Yeah, I go up there a lot fishing.
Yeah, I see it at times, man. Those fish are just they're especially some of the open water fish that I see. Them jokers, they won't hold
Yeah.
still. They on a mission. Chuck hollering at Super Dave. CSS been gone a couple weeks. SK, you been behaving without a doubt, always,
How's the bite over there,
always.
Sid? Pretty good. I don't know if you've been fishing. There was someone that said they got a 3 pounder today in Mississippi. I saw it on
Really?
Facebook earlier. Yeah.
Did
Hey,
they have
Kenneth.
fish held out like this?
I don't even know if. Oh yeah, they did show the fish. I was thinking about did they? Yeah, they said it's gonna be in a video, and I can't. But it's getting to be that time. Usually, I
Yeah.
say right after Christmas, but there are a few pop up before then.
Uh huh. Tell you what, there was a great big old fish caught on Conroe yesterday.
Oh,
We
okay.
didn't weigh it, but I'm gonna tell you, man, that fish 16 inches long all day
Hmm.
long. Big old fish. Yes, sir. Kenneth says hashtag winter crappie.
Yeah.
It's getting to be that time.
Oh, yeah.
Duane says a friend of mine said that there is no limit on white trout. Ask what is a white trout. He said it doesn't have the speckles. Never heard of
Hmm.
that. Nope, I've never heard
No,
of it.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, you can keep 15. I think it's 5 here. Maybe 3 now.
Mm.
I think 5 here. There's Fishing Addict. What's going on, my man?
Hey, fishing addict, how you doing, man?
And this guy's guiding
Yep.
over there in California now.
Yep.
And
Yep.
any of you that don't know him, I'm gonna tell you something. He and this is the one time that I would have my boat rigged up with a pole is because there's virtually no structure in the lake that he fishes. And he is always on top of fish
Yep.
in open water and casting at them. He casts. I'm gonna say 99.9% of the time I've seen him fish, he's
Yep.
casting and reeling, and catch some really good black crappie over there. Really good fish. Thanks for joining us, Fishing Addict. Murdoch says, SK, if you come up to the big thick brush pile, to a big thick brush pile and don't see anything, do you move around to check? Yes, sir. Check from different angles, without a doubt. I've talked about that in a bunch of videos. I talked about that before Livescope in some videos. And one of the things I used to say all the time, this was be pre-Livescope, no Livescope, is find the spot on the spot. Because targeting crappie, they will be on one branch on a big old tree, and or one little root off of a big old stump. So I've always fished all sides of the brush. And once you find that side that they're on or that limb, sometimes it could be one limb, one root. And it's being target specific when you're fishing for crappie. It's rare. I hear back in the day that you can go out there and just throw out anywhere and catch crappie, but it's not like that anymore.
Right.
And it's getting even worse to where these fish
Yep.
are staying up under the structure.
Sometimes I'm wondering how I did catch crappie before. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's weird. I don't know. It's just
Yep. But you know, and it depending on the wind, the way the wind's blowing, it can make it really tough, especially down here, because if you don't swing your boat around and look at that brush pile from the other side, you won't know that those fish are there.
right.
Even with the settings perfect, I won't see through the wood. That's right.
Yeah.
It's just like a spotlight.
Yeah.
It works identical to a spotlight. If you want to shine into all of that structure, you got to move around without a doubt.
Yeah. I know.
Great, great.
I'll look for them fish to. I'll look for something moving in there. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You'll see them just moving a little bit,
Yeah.
and then drop that jig on there, and you'll get a react. If you get it close to them, you'll get a reaction.
Yeah.
They're pretty. I know when I'm fishing laydowns, and they're a little more aggressive. Once that jig gets over a limb or something, gets in their sight, they hit it pretty good.
Hmm.
Open water too. They're pretty more aggressive. I don't know why, but I guess it's the only thing around.
Slap B said something right there that a lot of my clients hear. We not gonna beg these fish to bite.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get ready to go find some that's gonna actively come and get
Yeah.
it.
Exactly.
That is a great comment right there, Murdoch. Great question. Also, that's a great comment that you brought up right there, buddy. Without a doubt. It's like I always say. A lot of people think you just get live scope and just go out there. You can just wipe a lake out, but I'm telling you, it is not like that. It does still require work.
Yeah.
Mickey D says, I'm having an issue with seeing fish that are tucked up tight to a structure. I have an LVS 32 color gain, and this is a big part of your problem. 80% color limit is okay. TVG off is great. Take away the low, TVG off. Ghost off, turn that thing on auto, and make sure you're running the very latest update from Garmin. Gain 63 to 66. I will tell you, you might want to try early mornings or late evenings, 57 to around 64, 5 maybe. That color gain needs to come way down to
Yeah, I was
25.
running mine to 20 or below.
Yep.
I don't know what I got on there
It's
now.
it's not hard to make these units
Yeah.
look good and show you the fish. It's not hard. I hear a lot of people. There's a lot of videos out there talking about running your gain at 80, 90, 100. I'm telling you, if you want, and I will tell you this: don't just look at a person that's throwing stuff out there. Look at how they catch fish. Do they fish like you? Do they always target? I'm gonna tell you, when I first got Livescope, Eric Cagle used to put out settings, and I used to fall for it. And I get out there like, man, it look like garbage. But what I didn't take into account is just like with the crappie addict, 95 to 99% of Eric Cagle's fish come from open water. I can't fish like that where on my lakes. Yes, I can find some open water fish, but I'm not gonna go out there and catch no limit of open water fish. So my lakes are structure lakes. So I had to set my unit to where as I could see it, see those fish in and on or under the structure. And that's what you have to do. 80% is ridiculous for your color gain. Turn that thing way down and turn your ghost reject on auto. Make sure you're running the latest update. The latest update is outstanding. What unit are you running, Mickey? Let me know what unit you're running. Slap B says, I remember when I got LS and learned what a crappie looks like. It actually amazes me how many crappie are in most lakes. I
Oh yeah,
agree.
a
I
lot.
agree. I agree.
Yeah. They take a beating and they're still there.
Yep. See, I've been fishing a 200-acre lake in the last few months. Every so often, it's overpopulated with crappie. It's bad. Yep.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, crappie have to be managed. They
Yep.
will
Yep.
overpopulate, without a doubt. Where are the ladies, Miss Stephanie and Miss Bertha? They've been slacking. I hadn't been, but I can't say slacking. I tell people come when you can. We're gonna enjoy you.
Yep.
Uh, but there are way more important things that people have to do
Yeah.
than talk about crappie fishing. I could do it a day in and day out, but I still have other things that I have to get
North,
get
southeast, and
done.
west pole.
That's cool. You've been doing some traveling, huh? I see it.
But have you been fishing?
That's the question right there. Craig says record high temps here in Iowa tomorrow. Wow,
Time to go fishing as long as the wind's good.
that's right. They are biting everywhere on Ross Barnett Reservoir. That's awesome.
Ross Barnett. Okay. Yeah, that's one of my lakes on my list.
Yeah. Yep. Abe says Thomas Fishing caught the 3 pounder. Uh
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's who it was. And he said he's going to be in his next video with the scale and
Cool.
everything.
Cool.
I know he fishes Ross Barnett. I know there's some big fish there.
Yeah. Torque, what's going on, my man?
Torque, what's happening, man?
Speaking of Torque is he fished Conroe a lot, and they got that other little tournament going on out there. It's supposed to be this coming Sunday, the
Oh,
10th.
okay. Oh, cool.
So if any of you locals that are down here, man, it's only $50 to join in, and it's a really fun tournament. Uh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it. A lot of people don't want to fish the tournaments that I'm in, but uh, I'm not even for sure that I'm gonna be there. I just wanted to mention it. $50 to join in. There'll be luncheon out of Stowaway Marina on Conroe. They do a live well check. Your fish have to be alive. Yes, you can use minnows, but it's not required. And there's also a pot for big fish, $10 pot for big fish. If any of you guys would like to join in on that. Slab B says, chilly here tonight in Bama. I wish it would stay cold. Might be 70 in a few days,
Yeah.
though. Yep.
Yeah, congrats
We,
on that win last week. Alabama did it. It was pretty good.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that on that trip from them guys from Alabama. Oh, they were into it about
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yep.
Mickey D says he must be talking about sand trout.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what white trout. I've never
Yeah.
heard of that term used. Super Dave says, what rods do you fish with? Limits tackle, and what's your favorite?
I just Kevin Rogers. That's the ones I've 11-footer. That's my favorite. Real light. That's what I
Hmm.
usually fish with. I don't like. I don't. I'll fish with a 13 and longer, but I don't like it. It just. I like 11 and a 12. Yeah. Even a 10. If them fish ain't spooky, I'd fish with a 10. I can get about
Yeah,
6 foot in front of my boat with a 10-footer, which that what I mean. That ain't bad. But
yeah.
when they get spooky, then you have to do the longer rod.
Hmm. That's the same thing with me, man. It's just like the client I was with yesterday. He wanted to start with a 12-foot Denali. And I was saying, man, that rod's heavy. Yeah, I've used it, but my favorite is the 10-foot Denali.
Right.
And just like you said, super light. And I like a pole with a soft tip, but on a Denali it has that soft tip, but it has it gets still fast, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
Because if I'm using just a 30-second, I want to still be able to get that jig nice little action.
Right.
Smothers Lab says, love your channel and thanks for all the tips. SK, I have watched many of your videos, but not sure you fish Somerville. That's coming soon. That's coming soon. It is coming soon. I haven't been fishing Conroe, Somersville, but it's a lake on my list to start hitting. My thing is though, I hate driving past crappie to go catch crappie. Kenneth, what's going on, my man? Yeah, it could be sand trout, but there is a whiting fish, but it's not a trout. I mean, and I'll tell you this: any of you, those that never tried whiting, the Gulf whiting, they're a really really tasty fish.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Murdoch says white trout are a subspecies of speckled trout.
Oh, okay.
They eat just as good, but true speck fishermen, they are considered trash fish. There's no limit length or creel in Mississippi, so that's sand trout then,
Hmm.
or sea trout. I think they call them sea. No, that's a spotted sea trout, but I think they call them sea trout also.
Oh, okay.
One thing that I've ate sand trout too, but one thing that I will tell you, they get really mushy if you try to freeze them.
Yeah.
So the only time they're sort of like white bass. The only time I keep them is if I'm gonna cook them that day. Yeah, they get mushy if you try to freeze them and then thaw them out and cook them. Slabby says, yes, I always look at everything from different angles, even standing timber,
Yep. Yep.
without a doubt. Without a doubt. No doubt, fishing addict. That's what we do, man. That's what we do.
Yep.
Kingfish, Steve, I forgot to say thanks on getting my package right away to me. I used a gray ghost jig and they
Yep.
work.
Appreciate it, man. Yep. Send some pictures, man. I love seeing
Oh, I'll
pictures
post a
of some
report.
slabs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll post a report tomorrow. I just hadn't had time. Speaking of no limit, finally got to fish limestone. Did okay, but caught a lot of yellow bass. And I heard you say that they are tasty and no
Oh
limit.
yeah, they're good. As long as they're a nice
Yeah.
size. Oh yeah, they're
Yep.
good.
That's the biggest issue
Yep.
with them is
Yep.
finding the
Yep.
size that you can fillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't eat them whole, but
Yeah. I'll fillet
fillet
them.
they're
Yeah.
really good.
Pure white meat. Yep.
Yep. They do have a little bit of a bloodline, but it's not foul tasting like white bass or anything. Crappie Day Fish on. What's going on, my man?
Crappie Day fish. What's up?
Chuck says, you know what rods are my favorite? Talking to Super Dave.
Yeah.
Devon says speckled trout is the number one fish species in Louisiana, hands down. I would pick a crappie and a flathead over trout myself. I agree.
Hmm. Yeah, I like crappie.
Trout are good. And I'll tell you what, if you use artificial for trout, it's sort of like crappie fishing because they'll thump a a plastic or a hard bait just as hard. It's like catching crappie but on steroids because
Oh
it's the
wow.
same thump but it's multiplied.
Yeah.
And I've had my rod about yanked out of my hand on several occasions. Those fish, they when they thump, I'm telling you, they thump. Without a doubt. So, Super Dave says, so the latest Garmin update is good. Yes, sir, it is.
Yeah.
I
What kind
haven't
of unit
updated in a
you
while.
got, Super Dave? Wonder what.
106, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think he'll say he had a 106. Yep, yellow bass is good.
Yeah. Color of the day. Whatever the
Craig
fish
says
are biting.
Gray has been doing good
Yeah.
down here,
Yeah, it's always
and I
on one
got
of my rods.
I got a gray too. Uh, if they do slow up a little bit on that gray ghost, I got one that's gray, but I got a few little things that I've done to it, and if they slow up on that gray, that other one
Yeah.
will pick up. Slap B says, you mean LS Livescope don't make them jump in the boat? No. No, sir. It's a great tool to help you get them in the boat, but no, it's not automatic. A long ways from automatic. Oh, Mickey says he's running. Well, yeah, you need to update that thing. If you're
Okay.
not running the latest update, yeah, do update it.
Yeah.
126 is an awesome unit. Awesome unit. No doubt. Good unit. I can't think of much that's more important than talking about crappie fishing.
Yep. Exactly. Can't get enough.
That's right.
Yep.
See it, don't be saying that too loud. Like everybody don't already know. What did
Yeah.
see it say? I'm on the slow show on the
About
comments
the
today.
east, west, north pole.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, traveling.
Yeah.
Craig says even a hardcore bass fisherman still like to catch crappie. Some won't admit it. Hey, I tell you what, there's so many converted crappie fishermen that came from the bass world that it is
Yep.
unreal and it's
Oh yeah.
steady growing.
Yep.
Steady growing. Yeah, that live scope has made it to where they can catch some fish.
Yep.
Before they didn't care nothing about catching. They were seasonal fishermen.
Yep.
Only time they used to fish for them was during the spawn, during the crappie season. Slappy says Mother Nature will take care of itself. High winds, bad rain, bad weather, high water, low water, etc., etc. And the fish will adapt. They
Yep.
always have, always
Oh
will. I
yeah.
totally agree.
Yep.
I totally agree. See, it says Murdoch. Sorry, I had a senior moment. Slappy said, "Oh yeah, roll tide. You can't. I'm gonna tell you,
Yep.
I've heard that so much
Yep.
since I had to." And he had a big old Alabama logo on his
Oh,
on his
cool. Yep.
shirt.
Roll Tide. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, buddy.
Yep.
See, it says Steve. I have the 13-foot Kevin Rogers. I didn't like it at first, but it's so light. I got used to it, and now it's my
Yep.
favorite.
Yep.
There's JJ.
JJ.
Michael Lawrence,
What's happening, Michael?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yep.
Everybody shout out what state they're from. Just shout out, just type in the state you're from. Let's see how many different states we got in the house. Yeah, I like Slap say that he likes it too. The Kevin Rogers. That's a
Yeah.
good
For the
rod.
price. Yeah. For the price. It ain't
Yep.
no $200, $300
And you
rod.
rarely hear of them breaking.
Yep. Yep.
You rarely hear of them breaking. Uh-oh. What happened, man? Torque say I'll be in the woods hunting. Oh, tomorrow. And if I kill something before Sunday, I'll be at the tournament. If not, I'll be in the woods.
Cool.
Well, get out there and get to pulling that trigger, man.
Yep. Yep.
Get out there and get to pulling that trigger. I'll be back out. I'll be back in the woods probably Friday or Saturday, I think, before the tournament. I got some hogs need killing. I need them in my box. I took me a 10 point, and it wasn't no gigantic 10 point. I think he was on the downside. He had 6 points on one side, four on the other, and I got him iced down right now, so he's gonna make some great sausage. I took him Monday. Yep, Monday. Yep. Craig says, "You guys ever drop a GoPro on a brush pile?" Nope. Our
No.
waters are too stained.
Yeah. I got a camera set up. I got everything except the camera. I got the that hooks up to your graph, the adapters and stuff. I just never get the camera.
Hmm.
I was gonna
You
do
got
it
a
just
lake
to
up there
check
that's
it
clear
out.
enough for it?
I don't know. I've seen people do it on fork, and if it's real shallow, they could see some crappie on them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 14, 15 feet. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot what camera it was.
Yeah. Murdoch says, "You're right, SK. Speckled sea trout. Yep. The white look identical but are generally smaller and no spots. They are delicious. They don't keep well if you freeze for more than a few weeks." Yep. Oh, Dave says he's running a 93 SV.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about them updates on the Echo Map stuff.
Murdoch says, see it said they were biting all over Ross Barnett. And that's true, but I was just pulling his chain. Devon says, I hear Sea Ark makes a boat that was designed by crappie fishermen. Forgot the name of it. Yes, Sea Ark makes some fine
Yeah,
boats.
I think it's that
There's some good boats.
205. I think it's that 205. That's the one that's
Yeah.
yeah. It's a
Slap
monster.
Beast says most of them elite bass fishermen making tons of videos during off periods, which is now they all making crappie vids. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Johnny James, what's going
Johnny
on, my
James,
man?
what's happening?
He says, "Hey guys, glad to be here. Did not get out on Monday doing updates to my boat. Uh-oh.
Cool. Yep, that's good.
Doing updates are always cool.
Yep. North Carolina.
North Carolina, Texas, Iowa. Missouri, Mississippi,
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 back to back.
Texas, Arizona. Robert, you ever fished what's the name of that lake over there?
Havasu.
Havasu. You ever fished Havasu, Robert?
Yeah, I lived in Phoenix
Louisiana,
3 years, 3.5 years. I lived over there.
Texas, Missouri, Kansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Indiana, Tennessee, Texas, Alabama, basically everywhere. I hadn't seen a New
Yeah,
York yet. Alabama, Texas, Alabama. There's Roll Tide.
yeah, yeah. Louisiana.
Louisiana, Alabama, uh, Louisiana.
Yeah,
I'm not going through
Louisiana.
that again with you.
Yeah,
Tangapoa Parish. That's the name of it. That's what I'm gonna call it anyway. Murdoch says a big mature buck is more of a trophy to me than a 150-inch 3-year-old. Yep, you're right. This guy just gave me too great of a shot. He made me shoot him. And I didn't mean to talk about it. I know this we talk about crappie on here, but this is something that I found that I've seen Monday that I haven't seen in my entire life of hunting. Now I know for a fact that the rut has started here. It's been going on pretty strong since the end of October. These bucks were in a bachelor group. I have never seen bucks be get in a bachelor group so close or within the rut. Have anybody else seen that? There were 4 bucks together. Blake says Tejas, Louisiana. Johnny James says, I know it was not time for brim, but at what level water column will you find them attractive in the winter? I prefer them over any species of fish. Deep brush piles. I've been catching a few while I've been crappie fishing over there at Conroe. They're on the brush piles.
yeah.
And some brush piles more so than others. Some brush piles you pull up there, you think you're on crappie, but it's all big bluegill. And at different depths. Slabby says the Sea Arc Flex, I think it's called. And Devon confirmed.
Yeah.
Georgia,
Florida.
Okeechobee, Florida. Yes, sir. Still hadn't seen New York yet. J Dub says tennis. Oh, yep. Oh well, you're actually a Texan right now, buddy. You're from New York. Robert, what's going on, my man? There's another Florida.
Yeah,
Home of the big specs.
yeah.
Texas. South Carolina.
There's some
Alabama.
big fish over there.
Says where where the damn Eagles. What was you shooting? I got several. I got several. Uh, I'll talk to you later about what I used on that buck though. I used several calibers. Slabby says, "Oh Lord, we got budgers in the house." Thank you, Super Dave. That's the link to
Yep.
get in contact
Thanks for
with.
the
Hey,
link.
what?
Yep.
You sent me some pictures today. You got any of those jigs right there to show what you got
No,
available
no,
now?
they're in the house. They're
You
on
get
limits
your list
tackle.
together yet?
I
It's
posted
right
it.
at Christmas, man. You gotta get
Yeah,
that list together.
I know.
Yeah, I've had several people ask me, "Hey, man, what all the Steve?" I told them, man, all of the Mad Braid
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
and
All
several
the
other
mad
stuff.
fishing stuff.
Yeah, the
Yep.
Mad Fishing stuff. Yeah. Robert says striper everywhere. That's what's up right there. I wish we had. Well, no, I don't, because striper eat crappie. I don't. I don't need. We
Yeah.
don't need them down here. Thank you, Super Dave. Houston fishing team. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man?
Did you check Lucy Bayou hogs everywhere? No, no,
Oh, okay.
no. I hadn't been in Lucy Bayou. I actually last week I was over there, but I found a better bite elsewhere. Houston fishing team.
Darian,
Say
what's
he
up?
lit him up over there. What's going on, Darian? Murdoch. I'm seeing a bachelor group behind my house every morning before I go to work. I've heard tales of deer chasing, but our peak rut here is usually around Christmas. I'm in Hattiesburg area. Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing deer, and I'm gonna tell you, I even recorded some bucks going at it really hard, but I've never seen the I mean they locking up,
All right.
fighting, and chasing doe. I'm talking about chasing doe down, chase them into the water. I mean they the rut is definitely on. It's been on here since October,
All right.
but here it is Monday. Big old bachelor group of bucks pop out. I've
Hmm.
just never seen that. Slap B say we Bama and Auburn fans don't get along too good at all. Mr. Johnny says, Steve, I need another order of hooks, both sizes
Yep.
again.
Just send me a message or email, and you got it.
Cool. Super Dave says, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't.
Yep. I just did my
Thank you,
thumbs
Super
up.
Dave. Houston Fisher team says he's gonna get out there at them again Friday. That's what's up, man.
Cool. I
That's
wonder
what's
how the
up.
weather's Friday.
We supposed to get some rain towards the end of this week. I'm not sure if it's. I think it's Saturday that they had a little percentage for rain. Murdoch says OH Ivy seen plenty of fighting. Oh no, he says I've seen plenty of fighting, but they go right back to feeding together. They not real serious yet.
At
Okay.
18 miles an hour Friday, south
Wow.
southwest. 17 on Saturday.
That's crazy.
Watch
What
tomorrow
about
be a good.
Sunday? Oh no, you're looking at for Dallas, right?
Yeah, yeah. 9 on Sunday.
Yeah. That's for up there though.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, guys, we're gonna let me get this started up real quick for those that are here. Present. Those of you, what I got is I'm going to do another giveaway on the SK hats.
Yeah, I'll do 2. I'll do some gray ghosts. Each
Okay,
person gets a 5-pack.
cool. I'm gonna do another hat, and if you'd like to win a hat, SK trucker's hat, not necessarily this color, but I forget which one I got the most of. But it'll be a cap, a ball cap mail to you. Type in the comment section hashtag winter crappie, all lowercase, all one word. Hashtag winter crappie will enter you. You have to be subscribed to the channel for this giveaway tool to pick it up. So make sure that that's done, and then type hashtag winter crappie in the comments. Craig says the deer rut is about over here, but the crappie rut is year round. I agree. Devon says this is gumbo weather. Hey man, let me know when you cook some. I'm coming. Slabby says Auburn equals Alabama. Usually beats us around November. Darian says 18 to 20 is perfect for that big Ranger, ain't it?
Oh, I ain't scared. I did it in
Yep.
my Stratus. It was 30 mph one day. I still launched.
What was it? You remember that day me and you fished Fork?
Oh yeah, it was pretty rough.
Man, that was some
Yeah, yep,
rough water right
yep.
there, buddy.
Yeah, forked when you get in them trees, it's kind of dangerous. If you get
Yep.
20 miles an hour, you're up and down with the boat.
Right.
You land on a stump, you're kind of screwed.
Yep. Yeah, you had me clenching that seat over there
Yeah.
with my buttocks. But I'll tell you what, that Stratus held it. It held
Oh
its
yeah.
own, man. I'm
Yep.
talking about,
Yep.
man. It was like the surf out there. There was some
Yeah.
3 and 4 foot
Yep.
waves on that lake that
Yeah.
day. That Stratus is hey, I
Oh
fell in
yeah.
love with it
Yep.
that
Yep.
from that day on.
Yep. Yeah. They're good rough water boats.
Yeah. Hutch says, just give me one. I'm a trucker. All right. So when you plan on getting out, still, I mean, I know you still got a few things you want to get done.
um.
You got a
No.
set date, or I'm not trying to
No.
pinpoint you to where you're going, but
No. I'm gonna. Tomorrow I'll get the carpet, so I'll do my deck extension and step. I'll do that tomorrow,
uh huh,
and then I got to take all the tackle out of my Stratus and put it in the Ranger. Not all of it, but I'm trying to decide on how I'm going to organize the boat. You know what I mean?
uh huh,
Before I used to have bags and open the bag and there's just tons of stuff in there. I want to go away from that. I
yeah,
want to try to organize it a little bit.
right,
I'm thinking plain old boxes. I'm not sure yet.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to see. All my terminal tackle, I want in a plano. Just it just makes it easier to fish. You
right,
need something, you go there.
yeah,
Hand ties and gamakatsu boxes.
yeah,
Yeah. And I don't even have I have one box with hand ties and everything else is in little Ziplocs. So I want to
yeah,
organize stuff.
yeah. I got mine's in plastic bags, the little Ziploc
Yeah.
bags,
Yeah.
and a camera bag.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a big old gallon bag with a bunch of small
Yeah.
bags in
Yeah.
it in my
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I like the clear bags because you can hold it up and
You
move
can
stuff
see.
around a
Yeah.
little bit, and you
Yeah.
can see in it. I
Right.
like that. And I got so many just like you, I got
Yeah.
so many
Yeah.
baits, man, and it just helps finding
Yeah.
what you're looking for.
I have a couple Tupperwares like this size, like big, and my
Uh-huh.
boat just full.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's in clear, and that ain't that bad because if you have a cover and actually close it, them
Uh-huh.
tubs are pretty good. You can just lay 3 tubs with plastics in there, and I wouldn't have a problem with that. That might be a good idea. But when it gets cold, that stuff starts cracking. You know what I mean? The cold
Really?
weather. Yeah.
Oh,
That,
the Tupperware?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I have that issue. I have to change out my Ziplocs every now and again too.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Murdoch said that you're gonna rearrange that boat 10 times, and
Yep.
then guess what? You're
Exactly.
gonna rearrange it some more.
Yep. Exactly. Yep. And then I need to get what I did over the years is they have the built-in coolers, but I'll buy a
Hmm.
soft cooler and put it inside that cooler. So I've been searching for the best because in Texas it gets hot, and as long as that water is cold the whole day, I'm good with it. So I came
Uh-huh.
out with a PFG has a big cooler, and I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna probably pick that up tomorrow.
Okay.
Just little stuff,
Yeah. Yeah,
customizing it for myself.
I've seen some of those javelins. You're right, they do look identical to those Stratus.
Yep, 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 yep,
Yep. Hutch says, Steve, your drawing can be a power pole for each side.
yep. Yeah, I got my power poles on, got my paddles on. All I can do
Cool.
is put my brakes, and I already have I just got to bolt them on, but I need to drill and do some grommets to get the wires in.
Yeah.
I hate drilling through a boat, but
Man, I
yeah,
hate it. I hate it. I
ain't got
hate it.
no choice. So,
Yeah.
and I want it to look clean. I don't want it to
Yeah.
look.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna do this drawing. We only had 35 people to join, so here we go. Good luck to everybody.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get on one of these lakes tomorrow and slap some crappie around my
All
black
right.
smoke matters. Yes,
That's it.
sir.
Yep.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. I know Super Dave is gonna post up my email address if you don't have it already. Just send me an email with your mailing address and I'll get it sent out Friday or Saturday.
Yep.
So I got another one from last week that I got to send too. And you say you're gonna do two, right?
Yep. I'll do 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Who's the lucky Devon?
Devon. All right. Hit me up, man, and I'll get them shipped out tomorrow.
Cool. And let's do one more. You
Yep.
said two, right?
Yep.
Here we go. Congratulations, Devon. I don't think. Yeah, he's won
Yeah.
several
He's wonderful.
baits
Yeah.
from me. Yeah.
All
Pain.
right. Payne. Congrats, man.
Congratulations.
Yep.
All right. That's what's up right there. This is what we do,
Yep.
y'all.
Yep.
Come on here and talk about great stuff to help people. I got a question. This is something that you guys can help me with. Those of you that are great. I was supposed to research this today, but just didn't have time. So on your Livescope screen, you got the well, I'm doing it backwards. So you how do I do it? So you got this is your zero right here where this connect. So I've seen where you can adjust how far behind your boat or behind the transducer you can see. Do anyone know where that setting is?
Yeah, I did. I didn't like it, so I went
Yeah,
back
I
to
know if
normal.
there's a setting to where you can adjust that.
Oh,
But
I just, the only thing I've seen is it's on or off. You can't adjust like 6 feet, 7 feet. It's
yeah,
either on or off, and
now
it
that there was
automatically
a way of
adjusts itself.
that you can make it extend.
Oh, that I don't know.
I've looked in Sonar setup. What is it called? I know some of the Garmin's terminology can be different. I looked in Sonar setup, but I couldn't find it. There was a way to extend it some. I've seen I've heard somebody talking about it before. I just don't remember. It's not something that I was interested in doing. No way. And okay, Super Dave said all he's seen is on and off.
Yeah, I just seen on and off. I never seen you can adjust it.
Huh?
Yeah, it's in the sonar setup. It's one of them. It's not on the main page. When you go to sonar setup, you hit something else, and then it's on that second
And
page,
that's what I'm
that
thinking.
sub
Yeah,
page. I
I
can
think
power up
changes
my unit,
based on
and
depth.
yeah,
Yep. Yeah, but this guy's unit was like 8 foot in 15 feet of water, and that's not right. Even his numbers across the top were really small because it was looking so far up under his boat.
right. Yeah, I didn't like it
Reverse range.
because
Reverse
it
range.
actually on mine. I think I get like 4 feet on and back anyway. So
Usually around
yeah,
4 foot,
yeah,
3 to 4 foot. I totally
yeah,
agree. But this guy was looking. His unit was looking 7 and 8 foot up under the
yeah.
boat.
I didn't like that. Someone told me to try it, and I tried it, and they liked it. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't like it
Yeah,
because it takes away from your front, your
right,
forward.
right.
Chuck says call reverse range. How do you get to it? Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know
see,
it's in the
I
yeah.
know it's adjustable because you can set it to see structure behind you.
Hmm.
I've seen somebody adjust it too. There's like two or three different
Hmm.
ways you could do it. I just don't remember. It didn't interest me, so I didn't even really pay close attention to what Slabby says. Y'all seen Kyle Welcher new setup for bass fishing? He said he works Okay for bass, but awesome for crappie. He put a pole by driver's seat. He scans as he's moving
Yeah,
with big motor.
yeah, he sells that, mount. I saw it yesterday, first time ever. I was thinking about doing it years ago. Yeah, he's scanning, live tech right at his console while he's idling.
Huh.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that a long time ago, and I was like, "Ah." But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
see no pictures of what he was seeing, but he was just explaining it.
yeah. JJ say he shut his off.
Yeah, I did too. I shut it off.
See, and right here, Rob said that he set his to a minimum range, and that's what I was seeing is that you could adjust it to where it looks farther than the standard. It's like some set. It's a few different settings you can do, but I just don't know how to get to it. Slabby says, "Yep, yeah, I seen a guy. Speaking of that mount that Slabby was talking about, he had his on the pole in the front, and he just had it turned sideways, and he was on his big motor, but watching his unit in the front.
Oh, no,
I
this
guess if you
one, yeah,
don't want to
it's
do side
actually
imaging,
it's just
I mean
mounted
side.
on the side of the boat,
Yeah, yeah,
like
right
a
there at the
fishing
driver's seat.
technologies kind of
Yeah,
mount. It wasn't. It was his own. He was advertising basically that setup.
yeah. Chuck says that there's three settings. Slabby said he has no idea. I don't, man. I don't. I just
What they
know
say
that
it
it's
was called?
adjustable. Reverse range. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I mean, if
Yeah,
that's what it's called, I'll look it up.
yeah,
But
yeah. I did it once.
that way, if you blow over a brush pile or stump, you know exactly where it is. But you can do that with side imaging. Yeah, I'll run whatever the fact. I almost did a factory reset and see was going to see if that was going to do it, but I was like, yeah, I have to go through all the other stuff. But I know that there's a way to set that, and I'll figure it out. Reverse range is what I did not think of it being called that. So that may be a big help right there, guys. We're gonna call it a day. I've been going so hard this week with hunting and my guiding trips, and we're gonna call tonight uh, uh, show over. And I really do appreciate everybody that's been here. Ricky said I may try that setting with extra pole and boat. Might work good.
Yeah, there's a bunch of tells you how to do it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Reverse?
Garmin Guru.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
crappie guru.
Yeah, appreciate it, Danny.
Thank you, Danny. As
Yeah.
always,
Yep.
guys, we appreciate everybody that joined us tonight. Super Dave, again, thank you for helping us out. As always, Slick, everybody else that's in the chat, man. If this show is nothing without you guys.
Right.
Uh, appreciate y'all participating. Please do throw those questions out there. And it's just like I say, don't come on here thinking that I know everything. Just like the question I threw up there. This is a group thing to where we can all learn. When you
Yep.
when you throw a
Yep.
question up there, people comment about it. Steve comments about it.
Yep.
I'm still learning. We all learn, and that's what it's all about. I don't want
Yep.
to just come on here and run my mouth on what I want to talk about. I want you guys to participate. Let's talk about some of the stuff that you guys want to talk about also.
Yep. Exactly.
But we do this show every
Yep.
Wednesday night. Uh, we
Yep.
we do
Tell
miss
your
a couple,
friends.
but
Yep.
if you got some like-minded buddies that
Yep.
like crappie fishing, like talking about crappie fishing, hey man, go and have them join in,
Yep.
and don't be afraid to put a comment down there. And let's talk about it. JJ
Yep.
says I used to have it on my console on a pole about 6 years ago on my troll motor. Now
Yep.
that's what's up,
Yep.
Mark, Super Dave. See everyone next week.
Yep.
Same time, same flavor. Sounds like
Yep.
a great way to end the show right there,
Exactly.
guys. Thank everybody.
Yep.
Steve,
Take care.
appreciate you, buddy.
Yep.